okay. Like, I have friends that have been telling me I should just go ahead and just start making these videos because all I do is talk about it. Just do it, Brandon. Just do it. And I'm just like, okay, screw it. I'm gonna do it. And here we go. I know I'm a couple days late, but can we talk about that season finale real quick? You mind? Like, it's just something I gotta get off my brain. Like, I gotta talk about it. I just gotta talk about it. It was great. It's beautiful. Like, we all know that series isn't the best show. You know, it's not a perfect show, but it hits all the right marks. You get what I'm saying? Like, it checks off all the right boxes for you, and it hits you where it needs to hit you at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? Like, Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau they just know how to hit you where they just know where to hit you at, right in the heart. They just know where to hit you. I mean, like, the dynamic of everything, the relationship between Grogu and Mando has all led us up to this climactic moment, you know? This moment in Star Wars history, if you will. All right, I was being dramatic, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like how they kind of had, like, you know, the little Marvel team up with all, you know, the different characters that we've seen throughout season 1 as well as season 2. You have some legendary characters and some new characters added to the fray, but they come together for one common goal, was to save the child. Some may have personal reasons behind it, but the whole mission was to save Grogu, the child. Dark Troopers were basically like Terminators. You know what I mean? Like, they just gave me that vibe. That Terminator vibe. Especially that part where, you know, one of them actually gets out and actually has Mando up against a wall and just bashing his head through a wall, reminiscent of Terminator 2 when, you know, T-800 is getting his head smashed in just to show his ectoskeleton, which was, ugh. I'm not gonna lie to you. I secretly don't want to see Luke Skywalker. I didn't. I really didn't want to see him, simply because I feel as though that we were done with it. We were done with the Skywalker saga. Like, it was done. Like, we didn't need it anymore. But when I saw the lightsaber and I just saw him just destroying one droid after another, and I'm like, I love this. Like, this is something I didn't think I needed. Like, they just gave me something that I've always wanted that I didn't know I needed until I saw it. And then you get that one part where he comes up in the elevator and he's coming down the hallway, reminiscent of his father, Darth Vader, in Rogue One, which is, we all knew it was a callback, but it was beautiful to see. We get to finally see Luke Skywalker the way we've always wanted to see him, the way we wanted to see him in the sequel trilogies, but we get to see him now. And it made sense. It made sense for the story, and it made sense to give it to the fans, because that's what the fans have always wanted, because we never seen him in that light. I know people expected or wanted Luke Skywalker to be, you know, cast as, you know, Sebastian Stan, because that's what the fans wanted, but I think that would be, think that would be too rash. You know what I'm saying? Like, what they did is, by putting the CGI of Mark Hamill as a younger man on the face of the actor that was, you know, standing in, the body double that was standing in, made it much more sense for people who are familiar with the character as well as familiar with the face that the character is being portrayed by, because at the end of the day, that's the only person we know as Luke Skywalker. I mean, they tried it with Han Solo, and I guess that didn't work out for people. So we'll just try it this way. We'll just put a CGI face on the body and then see what they say. Some people didn't like it. Other people were like, well, I see why you did it. It's okay. Some people are like, oh, I loved it. I loved it. I'm pretty sure everybody who's a real big fan literally started crying. I mean, I didn't cry, but I'm not going to lie to you. I did shed like 1 or 2 tears. Like, he picks up Grogu and he's about to tell him, like, yo, you can go and see you around. And then, you know, Grogu reaches up to touch his face. And instead of just allowing him just to touch the mask, he goes ahead and takes his mask off, which we've all been waiting for, like the past 2 seasons. Take your mask off. He takes the mask off. He lets Grogu touch him. Like, he's literally letting Grogu touch his skin for the first time. And it's just like, Mando's just taking it all in. It's just like, closes his eyes, just like a child touching his father for the first time. And I guess he was just all in that moment. And you just see the tear come down his eye. It was like, made me a little emotional. You know what I mean? I also like how they left it on a cliffhanger with, you know, Din Djarin Mando basically having the Darksaber. Okay, now, what's the situation between Bo-Katan and Mando? Are they gonna have a Are they gonna fight it out? Seems as though they're gonna fight it out. Or is this a hint to maybe Mando helping rebuild Mandalore? That could be how it is. I mean, he's been learning there are different regimes within the Mandalorian culture, so at the end of the day, he could be the one to unite them all. And then they have the post-credit scene. Basically an announcement, because they know everybody was going to watch the season finale of Mandalorian, just to announce that, you know, Boba Fett's going to get his own series. I don't think it'll be the replacement of a third season of Mandalorian. I just think it'll be another season, a whole different series altogether that will probably run concurrent, but in its own path, parallel to the Mandalorian. Because, as you know, there are other series that are coming out on Disney Plus that is going to run concurrent with the Mandalorian story. So there'll probably be a time where they have all these shows going in different directions, but happening at the same time, every so often crossing paths. Who knows? They may have one particular series where it's a whole team up thing. Or if anything, if it gains so much popularity, they may say, you know what? We're going to put all of them in a movie. Automatic. $1 billion movie. Automatic. While you're here, man, click the like button, hit subscribe. I'm trying to get some subscribers. As you can probably see, I probably have none at the time. But, yeah, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button for me, man. Help me out, man. Let me get this channel up and running.